dwarven woman is marching down the street and turns a corner to see a group of arcane marshals walking down the road. You have been patrolling the neighborhood. Nothing untoward. No one sent up a big arcane flare. Nothing wild has happened that you're aware of the perimeter you're keeping. And I think because you're actually successful in keeping a wider perimeter, you don't even hear like glass shattering as an elven paladin leaps through a window.
Okay.
However, looking around, you do see a dwarven wizard turn the corner, and Murray, you look up and see Azune in front of you.
What are you doing here?
Where have you been?
Wait, I've been working.
I didn't see you last night. Why didn't I see you at the funeral? Where
I was there.
have you
Where
been?
were you?
I got there late.
Well, I got there on time.
Well, I'm sorry.
Look, we need to talk.
There were so many damn carriages from so many damn nobles crowding the streets.
Yes, there was a lot of people there. But look, it's wild running into you like this, and my
What
attention.
do you mean? It's not that wild. I work here.
Why are you offended?
Because I need you.
Okay,
Shit,
give me a
it's
second.
crazy.
We need to find somewhere to talk.
Okay,
give me a second here.
all right.
And my focus right now is so split because I'm running in my mind. I do still have pieces of Thiazi, it just like flashes of the last look on his face and his body. But I also have now this Lord Knight that came to speak to me at the Brethren Hall, and the look behind his eyes and that intent in his voice and that hunger and also, glad to hear that I'm not picking up on any sort of arcane signatures. Leaving this place as a part of my patrol, knowing that at least those at the Caravan Hill are covered. If there's any magic happening there, then there's no one that's going to report it. But I find that as I'm getting caught up in this, I need something else that's also part of my routine.
Yeah.
When I patrol the city, one of the things that I'm also looking for is I'm looking for moments between the people that live here in this city that's become my home.
Yeah.
The first home I've ever had. Those moments that are hiding in plain sight that pass between people, a moment of kindness, a whisper, a laugh, a joke shared, a soft touch. Because that is one thing embedded in my routine, in my patrol, the very thing that I'm looking for that matters to me more than any arcane signature that pops up. And whether I saw it or not, or whether I was blind to it, I find that I'm now in the presence of one of the few people in this place that I call my friend. And I reach out for your hand and I grab it.
What?
Just come with me.
All right. All right.
Where can we go? And I just pull you.
You like pull Murray into an alley. You see that Inquirer Horace goes, "Got a bus," and just stays on the corner. It's like, I'm gonna move along. And there's one guy like 80 feet away who's like, me? Then keeps walking. Sort
Do
of
they think
quiet.
you're about to get lucky? Is that what that was?
Yes, that's exactly it.
Oh, all right.
Now you're flustered. Why? Okay. Let's hope we are lucky, actually. Well, why are you looking for me? And why are you flustered? What news do you have?
This whole goddamn town has gone like cat lady crazy ever since everything. What happened to the execution? I thought you said you were gonna try and do something.
I was, but wait, look, I'll catch you up on that when we. And then I just start to. I'll move further away from the arcane marshals.
I feel so out of the loop.
And the a portion of this conversation is actually the rest of this conversation.
Nobody tells me anything.
In message trip?
Yes. Yes, we had a plan. It went south. We found out.
Yeah, no shit.
Yes. Yes. And we have. There are people that are on it, that are searching for the people that may have caused it to fall apart. But that's something that that's not as important right now, really, because there's nothing you and I can do about that right now.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yes, he is. You notice that?
Yeah.
Look, the noble houses are closing in on us, and I know that they're closing on the Pentegral as well. They're going to be closing down. Well, I just had a meeting with a Lord Knight Einfassen. He's one of the houses here, and they're gonna be choking us. And the Penteveral, I'm assuming, is under fire as well.
Yeah, guess who just walked into my office? Actually, it technically wasn't my office. It was Dean Tallbarrel's. But he walked in. It was Primus, Lord Primus Taconis.
Okay.
He's overthrowing. He's overthrowing Tallbarrel. I think he wants to overthrow me as well. I think... And I don't know who to trust anymore. I think Tallbarrel is in his pocket.
Yeah, they're trying to find the people that they can control that are in the positions that they want to have the most influence in. For now, the arcane marshals appear to be safe. We do things that they haven't quite figured out how to do themselves. The next thing is that they're going to install people that are going to be their puppets so that they can be in complete control, which I'm sure is what they're doing at the Penteveral.
You have to find that deeply disconcerting, right?
Of course I do. Of course I do.
I mean, the moment that any of us are no longer useful, we will see the bottom of their boot just like everybody else.
I will never not be useful. Never.
You say that now. Don't you understand? Azune, this is all connected. They're trying to get more people into my school to train your replacements. You get that, right?
Of course I get that.
So what do you mean you think you won't one day be useful?
Because I will find a way to always be useful.
But then you are falling into their scheme. You know the antidote, right? About the frogs in the pot in boiling water. Do I have to explain this?
I think you do.
All right, you know, if you pot of boiling water, throw a frog in, frog's gonna jump out, right? Because the frog's like, oh, it's hot, it's boiling water.
It doesn't die right away.
No, well, don't get focused on the details here. But if you put, it's a story, if you put a frog in a cold pot of water and you turn the heat on and it slowly heats up, over time, frog won't jump out, right? Because like frogs, their physiology, they're cold-blooded, right? So they're gonna heat up over time. Now I'm getting caught in the details. Look, the point is, the frog, we are those frogs in that pot right now.
Right.
They're turning that heat up.
Right.
It's slowly gonna get hot. And the next thing you know, we're gonna die because we're gonna be boiled to death.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
I do, I get it, yes.
I don't think you're looking at me like you don't get it.
I just was wondering if the story was done.
No, yeah, it's... What I'm trying to say.
You know what we need to do is we need to find...
Frogs? Shit! No, now you're confusing me. What do we need to find?
Well, I was on my way to go to... Well, I was going to end up at Bolaire's.
Yeah, I was with him all night. I haven't slept.
You need to do something about that.
Yeah, I think wine. Wine would be good.
It'll make you sleepier, wouldn't it? You need some coffee or something.
You don't know me.
Okay,
Murray, I'm gonna,
Octus! Yes?
I'm gonna need.
I'm not directing
I'm
this.
not in
It's
this,
you.
okay? I'm a different guy. I'm on the other side of the fourth wall.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You have to go to sleep. But yeah, as you're saying Octus, you just feel the acknowledgement of your tiredness wash over you.
Octus, if I start to see you sway, I will like go to kind of help stabilize you.
Look. All right, there we go. Is gonna. Okay.
It's clear we're not really getting anywhere, just the two of us.
They're after Octus. Primus came in to the office looking for Octus.
I know where Octus is. Do you want to find him with me?
Yeah, we should find him before they do.
Then let's go. And I will start to take Murray towards Caravan. I mean, we're already in Caravan Hill, but I'm going to take her towards the tavern that I'm assuming they're...
Murray just loosens her corset
you guys-
a little bit. I need more oxygen in my bloodstream. Let's go.
You guys get as you're adjusting yourself, you get to the front and you see that Horace says, "Time to roll out."
You're in charge now, Horace. I'm going to begin the other part of my job. I've got a couple of maintenance issues that I need to take care of. With the Penteveral, as you can see, I'm working with someone from that.
You look at this guy
illustrious
who's looking at you. You guys stormed off into an alley and then silently stared into each other's eyes for about 5.5 minutes. And this guy's like, I don't know what freaky shit this is. He goes,
Since her corset
goes,
yeah,
he
I'm
goes-
adjusting my corset. I just dab a little bit of sweat off my bosom. It's just there always, though. It's
see-
summer.
Horace looks at you and goes, it's interesting when you can't touch.
Totally over my head. I don't pick up on any of it.
He's also.
Azune, if these guys need to get out of town tonight, you know where you can get them horses to get out of here.
The questions that's running in my mind right now is whether I choose to go with them. I'm watching the 3 people from the Falconers Rebellion that I just reunited with, and now they're getting out of town, and I'm just started remembering all of this time that we spent together, and now they're leaving. And I haven't had much time with you, even though we were in the same city, working for the same person in a way, but I didn't. But if you need to leave tonight, then I can help.
Azune, we're gonna make them all pay, yeah?
I want to go.
You have more pull in this city than any of us combined. Well, except for maybe that shit.
Doesn't seem like he has much pull anymore. And as I look over, I see who I realize maybe a part of me subconsciously in the last 24 hours I've been avoiding. And I see you with a scimitar. Oh, a visage of a warrior that was never meant to be. And I turn back to you, Thimble, and I say, make them pay for me too.
You need to hunt down everybody in this city that had a hand in it. And you know who they are. Seek them out and take them down.
Yeah, listen to her. That armor looks so big and sturdy, I bet your balls finally dropped, haven't they? Boy.
I puff up my chest a little bit at that, but I see the glint in your eyes and that smirk on your face, just like I remember when I first met you. Some of you hasn't changed at all. I will do what I can here, and I will look after the rest of the people here that I care about. I take my Falconers Rebellion folks, and I point out Falcon's Rest.
This monument to those fallen of Dol Makyar in the Falconers Rebellion, around the pillars by the balustrade, no names written on where the hands rest. The names here in this monument seem almost hidden under shadow, as though in remembering them, Dol Makyar still had to hide some shame that they did not lend their full support when the Falcon's cry rang out across these lands.
There's one thing I would like to do as they start getting ready to leave. I will start to recite the names of those that fought alongside us in the Falconers Rebellion that did not make it through. And I will keep that going as they ride off.
5 brought together head north. A brother in danger. A life turned into chaos. And maybe, if you're lucky, vengeance. We'll see you 5 at the soldiers' table. Farewell. Farewell. And for the rest of you, I'll say farewell as well, although we... Azune, you watch those horses vanish. The steeds ride away. Teor, Cadigan, the Lord Wikander Halovar. What a strange sight, strange days indeed. The aspirant tyranny. And flitting to and fro, Thimble, flying ahead of them, riding north. all those names written on the columns as you hear the roar of the falls beneath you.
As they were leaving, I started to speak the names of those that fought alongside us, that fell, and for all intents and purposes, were forgotten. Names that don't appear on Falcon's Rest. And I watched them disappear as they move towards the horizon, and I keep repeating those names. And I add one final one as they're finally out of my sight, and I speak the name Thiazi-Fane. I have a moment at Falcon's Rest and think hard and try to resist the urge to feel the sense of doom that I have for those that have just left, and I have this impulse to speak their names, but they're not gone. They're just off. And I shove that down. And I start to head back towards Hal's, and instead I try to hold on to what I can from these people from my past that saw me, some of them, grow up. And I try to remember what their faces looked like today when I saw them last, and what I remember learning from them. Mostly how to fight, mostly how to take a hit. And then I remember something that Thimble told me long ago that I often push aside because I didn't understand it as a lesson. I remember asking her how she was able to let go of the past, and I don't remember the answer that she gave me, because what I was left with was that she was able to let it go, and I don't know how.
Thimble told you how you could let something go. How often do you come to the Falcon's Rest?
Every day, unless I know that I can't.
You, on a nat 1, feel the certainty deep within your heart, as you have for as long as you can remember. You don't know the difference between letting go and forgetting.
And I don't want to forget.
Who knows what letting go is? But forgetting would be an injury and an insult. Forgetting is death. While something is remembered, it is still here. There's something within you that feels as protective of these memories, like a dragon in its golden hoard. There is something here that is more precious than anything in the world. It's those names written on those columns. It's the memories of what you had. And if you have to stay in pain to honor them, then so be it. Remembering as much as you can. There is a strength and a power that comes from remembering. You can't let go of it, not yet.
I think as we move through the museum, I drag back a bit and I catch Azune by the arm. I know you trust me, so trust me. On guard, yes?
Of course. Wait. Before you leave, I want to scan this mask.
Mm-hmm.
It's been around for a long time. Mm-hmm. Are there any dings? Is there any imperfection on it anywhere?
Just that it was clearly handmade. Out of something, maybe bone, clay. The eye sockets are there is nothing, they are voids, and there is the blinking that when Bolaire blinks, it is just those little blue lights somewhere, maybe 4 or 5 inches back that blink, not the...
Zero text, runes, language at all?
Nope.
Okay.
I would show you, but I doubt you would trust.
No, it's
me to
okay.
put on, and I would show you, except this body is...
That's not what I'm looking for,
ornery.
Bolaire. That's not what I'm looking for, and I try to find the closest thing to a nick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Mending on it.
You cast Mending. I'll say that, Taliesin, I'll allow you to determine what the effect of a Mending cast on your mask would be.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. I haven't thought about that.
I think in that moment, as you go to cast Mending, the spell energy goes into something, and you hear someone letting themselves into the archive. Not the secret part, but someone is walking around in your archives right now.
Just a second. I'll make this very quick.
And I pull back. I will cast Mending on that candle.
Speaking that word, I don't know. Does Azune know the meaning of the words in the verbal component for Mending?
It's like a translation of something that he's a few steps removed from.
On a nat 20 perception, you say a word that you just know was handed down to you. It's just as natural as anything else. You speak the word. On nat 20 perception, on the residual comprehend languages from earlier, you don't even know what language Azune is speaking. But you know the exact meaning of the word he says. Mending. But you can mend things that you don't even know what they are. So what does that mean? How are you fixing it if you don't know what it was? Because you don't have to know. The word you say is remember. And the candle remembers what it was. It comes back, and on a nat 20 perception now, you and you alone hear. You hear a fox's footprints as something, when that candle comes back, races past you out the door towards the gate, following people you need to find. Coming in from the gate, Hal, Bolaire, Azune, and Murray walk with Rohor. You see Rohor looks up and says, it's Hal. Yeah.
Seeing people kind of move around and get pulled aside, my eyes haven't left Sir Julien, who has stepped away, and I approach him.
Cup in hand goes up and tells you to stop before you get too close.
I stop, and without closing in, I do move around so that you can see my face. I know you don't trust anybody here. I would like a moment of your time so that I can earn your trust, if I may.
So be it.
Come outside with me. I think it's important that we make sure we weren't followed.
He looks back towards Octus. Does he look like he's gonna be here for a minute?
I don't even know if Octus has stood up from the ground.
Still sitting on the ground.
Then a moment.
I'll start to make my way away from the group, and I'll wait to make sure that he's with me. As the group is doing what they're doing, I'm looking right at you. That was very bold what you did just now, and I'm impressed. I saw you staring daggers at everybody, and I saw you speak to a very strong feeling immediately, and I'm jealous, honestly, of that capacity to find such words for what you were feeling.
Who are you?
You don't recognize me at all. That's interesting.
Should I?
You should. Or... we met a long, long time ago. And I'll speak to that in a moment, but first I need to know if you have a death wish, because as bold as what you did was, it was also incredibly foolish. You had a number of them already turning on you, and all they needed to do was act, and you would have been done. So are you just reckless, or do you have a death wish?
I haven't decided yet.
I don't know if you're gonna have much time to decide, because the walls are closing in on us. And I know you don't trust anybody here, but there's not time to earn it. Right now, trust has to be a choice, and the earning of it will follow. And to answer your question, in a bid to perhaps begin to earn your trust, I have seen you. The first time I met you, I will never forget. Because I was at Thiazi's side at the very end of the Falconers' Rebellion, and I remember everything very clearly as to how that all went down.
Oh.
And you don't remember me because your attention was never on me. And I wasn't the only one there. And I'm not coming here in this moment to do anything than extend a hand. The past has a very interesting way of coming back to the present. It never goes away. But I'm learning that we shouldn't always be held prisoner by it. So I want to offer you something. In exchange of what I offer, I want you to give the people in there a chance. Because we're all twisted in this fucked up thing together. And we're gonna need each other. My offer. When the past comes to find you, you have my word that I will speak the story that you choose to tell.
Congratulations after all these years to see my family brought low. I hope it's everything that you,
That's not
Thiazi, would have wanted.
No. You misunderstand me.
I turn and walk back into the room.
I follow.
Azune, I'd like you to give me a perception check, if you would be so kind.
Okay. That was 13.
Looking out as you follow Julien back into the Loy estate, you said it offhand because you had business with Sir Julien, but you looked down a dark and deserted street. I don't know if you can rule out that you were followed. Morning's around the corner.
It's very late.
Fuck her out.
I have a plan. If I can take a moment and share based on what you just said, Lady Aranessa, and I'm assuming you're going with them as well. You're leaving, or are you staying?
They will hunt me down here.
Do you have hiking boots? Sorry.
Whether you are going with them or not, you are leaving as well, and now we have all the witnesses to what happened are leaving.
What do witnesses matter? Something has changed in the city.
Yes.
It is about power. It's not about truth.
Exactly. So hear me out. Lady Aranessa, you said something earlier about the Shapers' War, and you recognize that some of the houses were fighting alongside the gods, and some of the rebel houses were fighting against them. And here in Dolmakier, we have this mix of these houses. Halavar Taconis fought for the gods, and Royce and Cormoré and Einfassen, they fought against them. That was only 70 years ago. They're all acting independently, but they're all making moves at the same time. Cormoré is sinking their claws into the museum. Einfassen is taking over the Revolutionary Guard and the Arcane Marshals, and Taconis has come after the Pentevril.
Yeah.
They're not working together yet. They're working in parallel, and 70 years ago is not that long ago. They still have each other's blood on their hands. The only way that we'll survive here in Dolmakier is if we find a way to create a wedge between them and have them turn on each other.
So,
There's evidence right now of one of the priestly houses eliminating a rebel house. All we need is to plant the seed of suspicion so that Einfassen and Cormoré think that they're next.
So what you're suggesting is that some of you stay and be that wedge.
I think you have a way to plant the seed that those of us that stay behind might then water.
Aranessa turns to you, Azune, and goes, "You're right. But the reality is, we can't know which cards the other houses are playing face up and which they are playing face down. For me to walk to Hrondas Einfassen and bring the story of what the Taconis have done, I can only do if I were certain that he would be surprised by it.
Yeah, they might not already know.
And all I can say is, I need to see who in my house yet lives. I cannot imagine. They must have struck knowing that we were coming here for Thiazi's funeral. Look at how quick and violent it was. It was not glacial at all. It was not generations of planning. It was fast. And how long had Thiazi even had the Stone of Night song? Thimble had mentioned that it was a short amount of time. So all of this reeks of a gambit. It reeks of seeing opportunity and greed compelling them to seize it while they could. Yes. This is not years of fruition and planning. But what that means is...
blind spots.
I need to find out who in my house yet lives. I cannot imagine that they have taken the Golden Orchard. Even diminished as we are, there is still strength to us. A frenzy of activity. Wagons coming to and fro, loaded with material. You see ranks and ranks of Revolutionary Guard stationed in one of the main courtyards of the Brethren Hall. Azune, you are slightly behind a balcony on a second story of one of these larger keeps of the Brethren Hall, as you see Hrondas Einfassen standing before the assembled guards, says, "To those of you who have proudly served the Revolutionary Guard, you are dismissed of your service effective immediately. Generous compensation for the ending of your employment will be presented to you at the gate. Your exit is here. Those of your equipment which were provided by the Revolutionary Guard can be deposited in this wagon to your left. The city and its attendant Lord's Advisory thank you for your service. That is all." He turns, leaves the balcony, and walks down into the hall where you and Captain Azir both are waiting. He turns to you and says, "Well, today will be a very busy one. Lieutenant Nayar."
Yes, sir.
I trust that you would do me the honor of showing me through some of the attendant offices of the Arcane Marshals.
It would be my pleasure to do so, my lord.
Thank you very much. You see that he goes and speaks quickly to one of his attendants who goes out to the yard where you see a bunch of sort of dazed Revolutionary Guardsmen just sort of staring around. You know that probably more than half of the city's guard was standing out in that courtyard.
Amongst those that were dismissed?
Dismissed.
I think I'm studying the sea of these people. My understanding is that the Arcane Marshal's office has been kept intact, and as far as I know,
You walk in and see that all of your companions, your fellow marshals, are all standing there, looking, for the most part, still here.
of those that were dismissed, did any stand out to me as particularly upset or angry?
I mean, a lot of them.
Okay, good.
Yeah. A lot of them.
Walking into the Arcane Marshals, I'm ushering in Lord Einfossen. As I'm walking past, I will look into other offices just to see, is that one empty? Is this one empty?
You walk through, and I think you see that Constance, who was your record keeper, is no longer here.
My lord,
Yes.
I noticed that a record keeper has been amongst those dismissed.
We are going to consolidate the record keeping of the remaining Revolutionary Guard into a central branch.
Understood.
As Lord Einfossen looks at your particular office here, it says, exemplary work here, Lieutenant Naya. Your record keeping is absolutely fastidious. I appreciate the care and attention to detail. Coordination is the hallmark of any military endeavor, and it is, I think, important that the various organs of the city begin to act in concert with each other. May I ask something to you?
Of course.
Have you observed in your time here working in the city any areas of laxity where the Revolutionary Council has been made aware of arcane threats to the city and chosen not to act?
Not to my knowledge, my lord. Is this something you want us to double our efforts in observing? Has there been evidence of this that you are aware of?
No. But I appreciate the eagerness with which you offer to double your efforts. Is it such an easy thing to double your efforts?
I believe that we are of the mindset that whatever must be done in service to the city is what shall be done.
He furrows his brow and says, if it is no great task to double your efforts, then I would like to see them doubled anyway.
I will see what assignments I can move around to make room for this particular task.
I appreciate it. Is there any clarity I can provide to you in what is expected of you, Lieutenant Naya?
Not at this moment, my lord. If there's any further need of me, you know where to find me.
I do. Best of luck with your patrol today, Lieutenant. As he turns to walk out, he looks out and says, sort of pausing in the doorway, you've arrived at this station quite early in your lifespan.
Is that so?
It would seem to me.
I know not how to respond to that, my lord. I do my best.
Did you enter military service at a rather young age?
I did.
Would I have heard of any of your military endeavors?
I don't think so. I was quite young.
Very well. I wish you all the best. It is good to know that there are those who see the force of the movement of great events and find themselves at peace with these changes. He removes himself. Azune, leaving the Brethren Hall, you look out. It's the end of the day. In addition to those that were dismissed, many resignations have piled up today. And as you leave the Brethren Hall, you look and see a small open-walled tent at the edge of the marketplace right outside the Brethren Hall with a banner saying the Sons of Dawn on it. And you see some small symbols of the Candescent Creed and some dismissed Revolutionary Guard being hailed by what looks to be a mercenary company, signing people up for work.
Is this mercenary company familiar to me?
Give me a history check. Call it DC 12.
Okay. 8.
You have not heard of them before. But you recognize the marks of the Candescent Creed.
I sure do. I have to tell you something. One of the things on my list that I was going to keep to myself is that I think that Einfasten is on to me. He knows my history with the Falconers Rebellion, and I think that he, in not so many words, has made it very clear that my loyalty might be tested. I need you to remember this name. Varen Cadorn.
Baron what?
Cadorn.
Cadorn?
Yes. Kadorn.
Okay.
He is a guard for one of the Sundered Houses, and he is a former Falconers Rebellion fighter. He goes to the Falconers Rest on a weekly basis. Okay. I see him there. He is very trustworthy. He is who I would approach to try to get some of the Revolutionary Guards that he trusts together to be our inside people. I want you to know his name in case I don't come back tomorrow.
You're gonna come back tomorrow.
We don't know that.
What do you have planned? Are you gonna go do something stupid?
Probably.
You shook your head no and then said probably.
Just to confuse you, I hope it worked.
It's
There's a party to go to. Shall we join them? And I start to
Listen
head
to me.
I was gonna say,
Listen, hang on, I grab his hand. I
we're
grab his
probably
hand.
heading back, depending on, unless you...
I want to finish up
Listen to me.
with Horus, but I don't want to interrupt here.
Oh,
You and I are in the same boat, okay?
I know.
Dean Cora is also very much on to me. And I think one of the first things that I'm gonna have to do as part of this grand plan that we're all planning is I'm gonna have to go and apologize. It's the worst thing. I hate to do that. So, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna kiss her ass.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to lay low on the inside. And it's the only way any of this works is if we pretend to be one of them.
Yes, I know. And that's going to be really hard for you.
I know.
But you can do it. Marie, one of the best things about you is that you're so you, that they don't deserve to see that part of you. Don't show them the buttons that they can press.
You're right. You know, I have more experience eating ass than kissing it.
Okay.
A town square of a town partially burnt, not enough dwelling places for all the people who inhabit it. A man in sort of chipped red painted breastplate, patchwork armor, a multiplicity of weapons. He's got a long spear on his back, a battle axe and a hand axe at his side, a long sword on the other side of his belt. Walking to and fro. He's got an injury on the front of his face that cuts through the lip, into the gum, several teeth missing on his upper jaw. Human man, ring of white hair, is older, but shouldn't have survived this long. Those of you who have been gathered here have heard of us, the Gallows Choir. We are preeminent mercenary company. We have been told to come here looking for young soldiers. I see waifs, hungry mouths, nothing worth speaking of. Amongst those gathered here, Luiz can you describe Azune and the people that are with him?
Yeah, Azune is in this moment 12 years old and small for his age, short for his age. His hair is tied back in a braid, and he is standing stiff, trying to puff up his chest to make himself look thicker and stronger. And with him is his family and his people. His parents are there, and his sister, Mayali, stands next to him, almost in the same stiff posture. A year older than he is.
Your mother and father behind you as you stand at attention. Each squeeze your shoulder, and their hands are so weak. Your father, a proud man, has become a little bit jaundiced. Your mother, you can tell that her gums are almost like receding a little bit. They look on death's door. They haven't eaten in probably 2 weeks. Your father looks and says, "It's going to be all right." He says it in different words, though. In a language that means something. You, step up first. And you see that this mercenary captain calls up your sister. I would like you to roll an athletics check for her with advantage.
Okay. That is a 16 on the die.
16 on the die. She steps forward. All right, you are going to wear this. He puts a sort of loose tunic of chainmail on her. Thump. You see that he hands a short sword to her. You're going to run across this field. You are going to leap over the fallen logs there. You retrieve one of the pennants that we have placed inside that building. You run back here. You go back again for a second, then a third. You understand? She nods, takes off, running. You look over and see the other kids in the village here whose parents look healthier than yours, and who they, the children, look much less strong than you and Mayali. Racing through, getting the third pennant, the captain says, "Good, okay, you, next." Your mother says, "You can do it. Go ahead and give me athletics with advantage."
Okay. An 8 on the die. If I add my ability modifier, it'd be a +4 to it, but I'm 12 years old.
Girls mature a little faster than boys. On a 12, you get the pennants, just not nearly as fast. Running across the length of the town square in chainmail, by the time you've gotten the first pennant, your legs are burning, your lungs are burning. You're in pain. The man is barking orders at you. Your mother looks in your eyes as you come back. She says, "It's okay. Keep going."
I lock eyes with her, and I see her standing amongst these mercenaries, and that is when it hits me. How underfed they looked compared to these people that have come to meet us here. And how thick and strong they look in comparison. I was never able to make that contrast until this moment, but I know what they've done to give us this chance, and I feel my body keep moving with a surge, even though I stay looking at my mother for a little while as I try to complete this task that these mercenaries are putting us through.
You complete the task. On a 12, you manage to get that third pennant and collapse in a heap by the time you do. Your mother rushes over to help pick you up. The test continues with the other kids. Most of them cannot complete it, collapse before they are able to. And what's worse, I think you can tell, burn some deeply needed energy in trying to do so, and will end this day with precious little food, starved and exhausted by the effort they have shown here. The captain speaks to your mother and father and some other parents, saying, "It's a waste of our time. We'll take the girl and go." Grabs the girl, and you see Mayali turns around and says, "No, my brother!" Reaching out for you. And you see, he says, "He was a wreck by the time he got the third pennant." And you see that she looks up and says, "But he got it! He got it!"
That's right, I got it. And I could do better. That wasn't my best. I could do better than that.
Yeah, you want to try right now?
I'll do whatever it takes. I'll try it again. I'll do it again. And I start to set up and start to get myself ready to do it again.
You see that your father says, "Sir, please," the guard pushes him aside and says, "Go, do it. I'm going to ask you for a roll again, but you're exhausted, so you're going to roll straight."
Okay. That's a 9 on the die.
9 on the die. Running back, you are destroyed. In the years that followed in this war, you never felt as physically exhausted as you did this day. Other mercenaries would look at your willingness to perform dangerous missions, menial tasks, stay up late securing something, lifting cargo. It never hurt as much as this day hurt. As you complete it, the captain looks over. Take the boy. If your muscles ever get as thick as your head, and he jabs a fat finger into the side of your head, maybe we have a soldier to work with, huh? Your mother collapses weeping on the ground. Your father holds her. Well, say goodbye. And you see that the soldier turns. And as you turn, Mayali grabs you and kisses your cheek. And she walks over to your parents, and you look and realize your mother is weeping with relief.
I walk. I know what this day's about. I stand in front of my mother who's weeping, and I grab my sister's hand, and I just squeeze it as tight because I don't know what to say.
She looks up at you and smiles and kisses you on each cheek and holds you for a long, long time. Behind you, you can hear the captain of that guard speaking. The girl, she has potential. The boy, I don't know. We take him, we train him. Maybe we pawn him off on the banner. They'll take anyone. You see, your mother looks at you and says, "You're going to be fed, and you're going to be taken away from here. It will be very dangerous. But your father and I gave you the clothes that you needed. We gave you a chance because this world is dangerous, whether you have a sword in your hand or not. And we wanted you to have a sword in your hand.
And you gave us your food. We know, we saw. We knew what you were doing. Mama, what if I don't want to go? What if I want to stay with you?
What if me and my Ali want to stay?
Anytime you want, you can come back here to this day and remember how proud your father and I were. We'll be there with you no matter where you go, no matter how far away we are.
I know like, we're the lucky ones. And I know that it's on us to make this chance worth it for everyone that's not going to get the chance that we had.
Your father touches your shoulder. Proud of you, my Ali. Azune, I'm proud of you, my son. Wars end. And when they do, they provide some chance of a better life for people like us. There is no ladder out of this for us other than through fire and storm. I wish it were some other way, but it is not. This is a chance for you and your sister to write your own fate.
I'll come back for you. We both will. You'll see.
My Ali casts her eyes down. Azune. You tell your mother and father you will come back for them. Is this memory the last time you saw your mother and father?
It is. It's the one that I play over and over again so that I don't forget them. But I'm already forgetting parts of it.
Remember. Remember. Eyes like sunset, a distant voice. You have to remember. Keeps coming back. Memories can fade and change if not cared for, but the story continues.